I get kind of nervous when I'm in front of a lot of people. So that was part of the reason why I didn't continue a lot of the webinars I was running.
To get over your fear, you put yourself in the situation like that. Someone doesn't know how to swim, you push them into the pool.
I jumped in the pool a few times.
You show up in front of 200 people, and the first time is so hard and uncomfortable, and then you realize, you know what, I could do that. You needed a coach like me to coach you on that, to build the confidence, show up every
Hmm.
day, record a webinar. I know you could have turned it to evergreen course and make so much money out of it. All right, so let me know about your progress. What has been the progress since last month?
Well, I'm kind of stuck again. Um, my problem is
Trying to like
just
do a 1 minute brief about what you do and what has
yes,
the last
uh,
coach. Yeah.
yes, sure. So, I help coaches and marketers and service providers learn how to use AI to streamline their business through automations, through workflows, through content,
Mhm.
and copywriting for like their email sequences, their content sequences, and all of that.
Mhm.
Um, I was going to use Make because I know, the Make automations are easy, they're seamless for me to do it for them and potentially their website. But where I'm stuck is just moving the needle because I was focusing on my getting myself organized, just spending time there, getting myself organized with my content and my marketing and my landing page. So I haven't done any outreach, which is what I need to focus on. And that's one of my targets for tomorrow to start doing more outreach.
Okay. Do you have a irresistible offer yet? Because it's always start with the offer before you go down the path of outreach.
Yes, I don't have a solid irresistible offer. So yes, I understand what you're saying. I have done for you services, but I feel like they're not compelling enough, and I do need an irresistible offer.
So what do you want me to help you today, in the short period of time that we have? Your offer or your outreach strategy? I could focus on one.
Well, the offer, actually, let me just plug in my
Yeah, no.
computer here. So the offer itself, I'm thinking just because I still work and I have limited time and I don't want to trade time for money with done for you services unless it's really high ticket, that I should focus more on helping them through memberships with a membership where
Mhm.
they can come into the community and then I can have modules that'll um help walk them through how they should be using AI for their business, for thought leadership, for mind mapping, for organizing their workflows, and then having a weekly Q&A. So that's where I'm coming back, kind of like full circle, is to where I started with the courses and memberships, because I think that'd be a quick win for me. And it may help me to scale a bit faster if I can do that versus doing done for you, which is, I feel like, trading time for money. Like I said, unless it's a high ticket offer, I'm willing to do done for you.
Yeah. So if you were gonna go down a path of coaching path and community and courses, which I like it, there's nothing wrong with it. I 100% suggest that if something you're gonna ask me, what is the trend, Atena? How can I make more money? And what is the
Yes,
trend? The trend is teaching people about make.com to start an AI agency. They basically become like you. This is what the trend is. People
it
got
is.
money for it. So this is what I would do if you were gonna go down the path of education, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because trying to
Mm-hmm.
pick a bunch of beginners that probably don't have money, they need a lot of handhold.
Mm-hmm.
Teach them about make.com for their own business. They don't even have the fundamental of the business right. The make.com doesn't suit a beginner that doesn't have a right offer. that doesn't
Right.
know anything about advertising or marketing. What is the point of automation when they don't even have the fundamental right? So that's
Right.
of that reason, unfortunately, that business gonna fail. What happens?
Mm-hmm.
Attract those people, they come to your program, they give you money, they learn about make.com, and they realize that, you know what, I joined your program 6 months ago, I made no money. Why? Because it's not the issue is you, the issue is them, because they don't have a right offer. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why that's business model. I can see what's the end of it. But if
Okay.
you do education, you need to teach people about make.com. Because when you teach them about make.com, then they can go make money. They can go and you need to also tell them about what is the target market you have to reach out to, what is your client acquisition strategy has to be. Because you could teach them about make.com, but if they don't know how to find clients, they're still not making any money, if that makes sense. So
Yeah, it does. But that's two different audiences to me
they
still,
are
because
100% off different. They are totally different niche.
so my niche are for uh, service providers, marketers, coaches that are more established in a
Those
sense, but
those people need done for your services, Nicole. They don't need to come to a coaching program to learn. That's the problem. If you're gonna do that niche, you need to do that for you make.com for them. If you're gonna do education,
okay,
people that are established businesses, they're not gonna come to a coaching program to learn it. They want someone to get it done for them because their time is so precious.
right.
Or they have someone in-house doing it for them, or they get a contractor doing it, or they get someone like you to get it done for them. So if you're gonna go down the path of education, your target market is going to be either the people that are wants to learn about the make.com, actually just that, nothing else, because the other way not gonna work. If you're gonna get the beginners, let's say I'll have a life coaching session, like life coaching business, for example, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
want to grow my own business. What is the point of me coming to learn make.com, which I never made any money in my life? My business is not right. I don't know the foundation. So that's why
Okay.
you need to attract the people
Yes.
that want to start an AI agency, similar to the what we do. However, your niche is going to be focused on the technical part of it, which is automation, right? And the copy side of
Right.
it, the marketing side of it. So basically, you can do something we do, however, in a different way. We teach people about AI, studying AI agency. You're going to teach people about studying AI agency too. But what we do is that we help them with the marketing, we help them with the funnel, we help them with the copywriting, we help them about how to create the killing marketing campaigns with AI that you could launch in and skip the trial and error. This is our messaging. And then these people come and learn it, they use our tools, they use our framework and go help other businesses with marketing. Your niche is going to be the people that are gonna be starting an AI agency, but they target market is more a little bit established businesses to do the whole technical part of the automation, but with the make.com. That's what it is for education. If you want to do education, that's your niche.
Yeah. Okay.
Establish
Yeah, that's fine. I could, and with AI, yeah. So I was trying to bring up my I was trying to bring up my course so you could see it, but something's wrong with my computer. Hold on a second. No. My course was 1297, and it wasn't as focused on AI, but I'm going to make it more focused on AI so that they can learn how to use AI to, first of all, brand themselves, start from the fundamentals, branding and messaging. And then, oh, here it is. Let me just bring it up really quick. Do you mind if I share?
Yeah, you can share it.
This was my old course that I started back in October of last year. It was a boot camp, 7-week boot camp, but I'm going to revamp it to make it more focused, AI focused, so they learn more about AI. So, week one is starting with their niche and building their, confidence, their mindset. Week two is refining their offer and more like around branding. But all of this would be custom GPTs to help them with each week so that they can plug and play, use those custom GPTs. And then week three would be crafting their messaging, um, building their authority in their messaging so that they can use that for their content, their sales page and everything.
So it's
And
not all
then,
right? This has nothing to do with make.com.
No, it's not. I think I want to integrate that at the end, like in one of these modules. Once they have the foundation on how to brand themselves online, or I could condense it with week 1 and week 2, or just week 1 branding, and then messaging week 2 using AI bots, the custom GPTs, learning how to create those custom GPTs for themselves. And then, week 4, we could maybe start getting into more technical side of the automations. So from week 4 to 5, and then week 6, helping them with the sales part of it, how to get their client, how to, network, and then how to really just go out there now and attract their clients
Number
and
one,
launch.
why the name of the course doesn't have AI in it? Why
No,
is
this
it?
is my old course. This is my old course
Oh,
that
right.
was not AI focused,
Did you
but I
sell
still have the community.
did you sell any of this course at all?
I did. I had 2 clients. I had 2 customers.
So you run a 10 weeks program only for 2 clients?
It's 7 weeks.
7 weeks program
Yeah.
for only two people?
Yeah, and that's why it was like my beta. It was my first course.
Did you use the recording to sell the course as an evergreen course? Do you have the recordings?
No, because it was beta. It was beta, so I was learning and they were learning as well. Like it was just I have it all the modules outlined, written, scripted and everything. But like I said, I wanted this to I'm just trying to take this kind of
Oh,
framework and roadmap.
hang on, sorry. It was beta.
Hmm.
So did you run the 7 weeks course or not with those two
Yeah, I
people?
did.
So
Yes.
what do you mean it was beta? Like you're not happy with the content of it?
The beta part of it, I was learning as I was going so that I could refine it
That's
before I
fine.
made it evergreen.
So the live that happened with those two clients, you're not happy with the recording? Like you can't just get the VA to cut off the fluff and turn it to be a course? Is that what you mean? Because you weren't experienced enough, the content wasn't good, or what?
Right. I wasn't experienced enough, and I don't think the content is good enough at all.
Okay, so what
And
happened?
plus,
What was the
they
testimonial from those two clients? Like, have they been following the whole 7 weeks or they dropped halfway through?
no, they dropped off.
When they dropped off?
Yeah, they got, I don't know,
Like
they
at
got a
what
little
dropped off like
busy
halfway through or
halfway through. Yeah,
did
they
they
got busy with life.
did they request refund?
No,
Didn't leave any testimonial, they weren't happy with it, or they were happy, or you don't know.
no, I didn't ask them for any testimonial because they didn't finish it.
So that means you don't have 7 weeks of the content. You basically done the course only half of it, or up to week 3, or up to what week?
Yeah, actually, I did script out up to most of those weeks. But what I'm trying to say is like I don't want to use this course like I want to kind of use the framework where it's like a step-by-step roadmap so that they can understand the basics of starting an online business, using AI.
There you go. Like the problem with the courses that are 7 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks is that the people drop off because the life get on the way. That's why they don't work anymore. I don't like
Yeah.
them. If you want to teach someone AI, teach them in 3 days. Who can be bothered
Oh,
spending
okay.
7 weeks of their life to learn about AI when you saw in the Facebook and they say master AI in 3 days or one day?
I saw that today.
That's basically what it is. So, like, I had a courses like that before. I had an AI accelerator course that was 10 weeks. I got 70 people into the course though in a couple of weeks. I was very successful with it. But the people start dropping.
Yeah.
The first 2, 3 weeks they're excited, they do it and they take no action. And but then I feel like because life get in the way, not because your content is bad, it's because you reach out to them and say how you didn't show up, and they start saying, "Oh, I'm going through divorce. I got pregnant. I broke up with my boyfriend. Blah blah blah." It's like life get in the way, so those courses doesn't work. It's so much effort. Like because of two people, you literally run 7 weeks course, and you don't even use the content for the evergreen. Like I'm selling my AI Accelerator course as evergreen for $1,000. I made so much money out of it. I ran it live only once with 70 people into the program. I made so much money, and now I'm selling it for $1,000. And also we use it as a bonus when we sell the mastermind. So know that evergreen courses is actually helping me to make a lot more money because I use a recording of that. Obviously, we've got to create
Right.
part of the block fluff. I use a recording of it to not use it. But there's not such a thing like it was beta. If you help, like I was generating the content for the course week by week as well, the same as you. Like literally
Mm-hmm.
every day, I have a life now. I have to decide what I'm going to talk about. There's nothing such a beta. Like you learn,
Okay.
you teach, and that's it. Like get
Yeah.
out of the concept of this beta testing, messing around
Mm-hmm.
for 6 months. Let's learn it first and then do it. You run a course, turn it to evergreen. That's gonna make you so much money. You put it available for $497. You sell
Yeah.
it in the community and then through the Facebook ads, you could make it to be $97. Absolutely irresistible offer. You get so many people in the low ticket into your world, and then you book a call with them, you upsell your high ticket. This course could have made you to be absolutely rich, and you didn't know how to utilize it because you didn't have a coach back then to tell you about all of this, to plan about it and how I can turn this course to be something, an asset for the future, even though there's only two people.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for that. So then I'll make it shorter, and then I will probably just make it. I know the 3-day boot camp. I know I saw those ads and it's
you just need to
appealing.
tell that sort of thing through the webinars. If you do 3 days bootcamp or even courses like this, you need to sell them through the webinars. There's no other way to sell them. You need to do
Okay.
webinars. You need to launch webinars, lots of webinars, once a week. Sell 5 or 6, again, 5 or 6. That's how you need to do it.
Okay. So like a live webinar. I tried a few of those and I wasn't successful, to be honest, to
You
try
didn't
to
have
sell my.
coach to give you the script. You didn't have coach to tell you how to run the webinars. There are
Yeah.
100 people in this. 90% of the people with webinar fail. Why? Because they don't know how to do it. It's like everything else.
Right.
You need to know how
Right.
to run the webinars. You need to know what the hook need to look like, how you need to do your pitch, your slide, your script, your Facebook advertising, like your messaging. It's just like a whole puzzle. And that's what we're very good at. We are the
Yeah.
master of webinars because that's how I grew this business to 7 figure with
Yeah.
webinars. Just literally rinse and repeat. And you probably just need a bit of help with that.
Yeah. So I that's why I hired a sales coach because I figured it was a messaging and sales thing where I just didn't know how to sell it on the webinar. At the end when you have to do your pitch and your offer, I felt like a lot of people didn't buy because I wasn't compelling enough.
So did you actually get a lot of people into webinars or you couldn't get many? Like how many people you had turn up in a webinar?
I had about each session an average about 6 people
But
on
that's a
each, and I didn't run ads. I didn't run ads. I just
that's
did it
honest.
organic.
Oh, right, okay. So why did you didn't run ads? You want to scale this business, you need to run ads.
Yeah.
You run ads, like I was getting 500 registration per webinar in like 1 week.
Okay. I don't know if so. Does a webinar have to be live, or can it be recorded?
No, it could be like we had a discussion today, actually in the live call. Maybe go watch the recording of today's session. That was very, very good. We talk about webinars
Okay.
all the time. Um,
Okay.
definitely watch the recording. But what you could do is that you could run it live a few times and then you turn it to evergreen, which you basically run it a few times a day. So it's going to be offline. That's probably the best method. Last year, I didn't do any offline webinars. I only did it live. And you ask me why? Because I was too busy doing so many webinars and being engaged in the marketing that we didn't have time to figure it out about how to turn to evergreen webinars. That was the
Yeah.
only reason. But this year now we have evergreen webinars. They literally just
Mm.
launched it today. So
Okay. I get kind of nervous when I'm in front of a lot of people, so that was part of the reason why I didn't continue a lot of the webinars I was running.
you
So
know how to get over your fear? You put yourself in the situation like that. Someone doesn't know how to swim. You push them into the pool.
yeah.
Literally,
I jumped in the pool a few times.
you show up in front of 200 people, and the first time is so hard and uncomfortable, and then you realize, you know what? I could do that because you're just too scared of scaling, Nicole. You're scared of you just like I see there is. something there, you want to have a business, but there's so much limited belief holding you back.
Mm-hmm,
Like
mm-hmm.
you run the webinars, you've done all the effort, you didn't advertise for it. Like that's a failure to me. You could have
Mm-hmm.
made 20 sales.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It just, and then you run the course for 7 weeks and then you say it was beta. What do you mean it was beta?
Yeah, because I wanted to take the learnings from there to see how I could improve it and then get a new set of people and then improve it. So,
Hey, remember this, you only need to be one step ahead of everyone else. One step.
right,
I
right.
actually, there's a famous story about that teacher that went to the university and pretend that they got 20 years experience. That was lying. And he had zero experience. He ran that for over a year. No one knew that. Amazing professor. Not professor, what, amazing like a teacher. And after that, the final was like, how could you do that? He said that all I was doing was one chapter ahead of everyone else. I would study one chapter a night before I show up to the class.
Okay.
Learn from that story, boost your confidence. There's so many
Yeah,
people who don't even know how to use ChatGPT. You think, oh, I don't know enough, but you don't realize that what you know already is better than 80% of people at least already, forgetting about what you're going to learn from onwards.
right.
It's just like, this is what you think. You think because you know that, everyone else know that too. You don't realize how big
Yeah,
people are. They don't even know how to use ChatGPT.
right.
So that was all with the limited mindset. You needed a coach like me to coach you on that, to build the confidence, show up every
Mm-hmm.
day, record a webinar, and know you could have turned it to evergreen course and make so much money out of it.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm ready to do that now because I'm tired of failing. I'm so tired of it.
Tired of failing, but just need someone to push you. I need to, just go for it. Go live there. Just go make your webinar. Just run ads. We do that all the time. Our members do that all the time. In Mastermind, it's just like one person every day that go and launch. I'll just launch my webinar for and launch my ads. It's just we got people that launch their ads. They get too many leads that they even post their ads. Like you just need to, push yourself and put yourself in that situation and get the help. Don't try to figure this shit out. Honestly,
Mm,
you're just losing your time. Your time is the most precious things in the world. If someone can
yeah,
save me an hour, honestly, I'm happy to pay them $1,000. This is how much my time is valued for myself. So that's
mm,
something you need to value. Do you want to go through the 6 to 12 months or 2 years of trial and error and failing, where everyone
mm,
is learning AI and making so much money, or you want to get a coach that's gonna give you everything you need, a guidance, snapshots, support you in the Facebook? That's what I'm saying. Like, just your choice. Something that's gonna take you
yeah,
12 months, you could achieve in a month. So you
right.
need to look at my time as a like every day I'm delaying this thing, I'm losing money, I'm sleeping on money. The cost of losing money is more than the cost of spending money to get someone to help me in this journey. Someone that already did that path. Someone that already created all of those snapshots, that webinar, that ads, that this. Someone that knows exactly how it's gonna work this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's something you need to think about. I think like you base like I started my business last year too, but the reason I'm so successful because I have the best coach in the world from day one. That's
Mm,
it. And I will still have coaches. That's why I'm very successful because like I'm looking at it, if I spend $100,000 on that person coaching, that person gonna make me $1 million.
right, right.
I just look at it as a kind of spending money for me is not spending money on coaching on the right person, of course.
Yep.
But just think about it. It's just too much to go on yourself on this journey and try to.
Yeah, I've been trying Evergreen and yeah, I definitely want to get with you and I have to come up with a plan because I know ads I don't want to spend $30 a day, but I know you said to in order to reach the right people, that's going to be the
Why you
budget.
don't why you don't want to spend $30 a day? You don't have $30 a day to spend?
Um, Not really. Yeah, because I paid a lot of money for the sales coach because I was trying to do an evergreen and that didn't work out.
Your sales
So
coach.
I'm sorry.
It's your sales coach.
Yeah, I have a sales coach that teaches us how to reach out, like, sales calls, DMs, and all of that. She uses sales psychology. But I feel like maybe I'm not the kind of person that wants to, reach out. I'm still like apprehensive about reaching out to people. So I feel like if I do ads, then I'll be more comfortable with being behind the scenes because I'm still nervous about talking to people
So
and
that sales coach is teaching you about cold outreach, like cold DM, cold message, cold emails.
no, not exactly cold email, but just outreach for clients. So like in the DM, if you have, your followers, of course, reaching out to your followers or people who comment on your post.
So how much have you paid for that program to teach you just about that?
A couple $1,000s.
A
I
couple
don't
of
really
thousand.
say the amount. I
Did
don't,
you try everything that didn't work? Did you do the outreach?
no, I didn't. Just because
Wh-
I don't like outreach.
So why did you get into the course at the first place?
I know. I felt like I needed to push myself to get out of my comfort zone. So, but yeah, I don't know. I still haven't, I just don't feel comfortable doing that. I'm more like introverted and I want to be behind the scenes. So I feel like if I do run ads, then I'll probably have more success with running ads.
But you still have to do the webinars. That's the thing. You still have to do the webinars,
I
but webinars
know,
are different. It's one to many. Sometimes you could train yourself to do really well in the one to many environment. Then you're introvert.
I know. It's like,
Right.
what do you do as an introvert? Like, do I?
I mean, honestly, if you don't want to sell low ticket like $1,000 course, you could just do application funnel and then just do high ticket. Just sell people about done for you make.com, done for you automation and sell it for like 10, 15K. In that way, you don't need
Yeah,
to.
that was right. That was gonna be my plan if I to do high ticket, but like I said, I'm just because I still work full time, I'm worried about trading time for money unless it is really high ticket. But like you said, if I get them qualified, then I could do the sales pitch that I've learned and work on higher ticket offer and do the done for you services. So that's where I was torn. Yeah, so that's where I'm like, I could probably do both the community and the high ticket because I think the community is easy enough to record a few modules and meet with people once a week.
So keep the community for free for the nurturing thing. In the webinar, anyone that go to the thank you page, send them to your community. And in the email nurture sequences also say, oh, join our community. That's what it is. To be able to build both program, one offer for low ticket and 7 weeks course or 3 days bootcamp, and at the same time trying to sell the high ticket, book a call, selling high ticket done for your services, it doesn't work. It's one of you. The perfect one. Even we, with that position we are, we can't perfect two things at the same time. It's too much work.
Yeah, it's too
You need to pick
much.
one. You need to pick one. You pick one,
Yeah.
and both would work. High ticket is better. Like I encourage my members to go high ticket, and a lot of them have a lot of success. They kind of come from completely beginner, and all of a sudden they make 20K without getting one
Yeah.
client because I teach them about how to create an irresistible offer. I build the confidence for them. They get the confidence, they get the irresistible offer, and they get the outreach strategies. And that's how they have success. You get one client, 20K, use it for the advertising, scale the business. Um, so that's basically
So, so just one more thing. What about just running the ad without the webinar, just running it to a course that's pre-recorded? How do you see, have you seen that?
application funnel,
No, just a course,
a
a
free
recorded
course,
course on AI,
a free course.
paid.
How much?
I would probably just make it $97.
Yeah, you could do that. It's like a low ticket to high ticket strategy. You need to have
Yeah.
yeah, low ticket to high ticket. We got a snapshot that we already built. exactly for that funnel you're talking about. A low ticket funnel that take to the high ticket. So you sell something for up to $97, absolutely irresistible offer. Everyone that buy the course, you give them a call, you book a call with them, and then you sell them into the done for your services.
Okay. So like AI for business, it'd be like a maybe like a I don't know how many hours course. I could go through that, and then you're saying the course is going to be pre-recorded, right? That's the that's the strategy.
Yeah, pre-recorded course
Okay.
for
Okay, so pre-recorded course, and then once they get into the course, then you upsell them after that, after they completed the course.
yeah, by booking them on a call. Let me just quickly show you. This is our master
Okay.
PT
I think I like that approach better.
snapshots.
Yeah.
I've got all of the snapshots for this is a low ticket funnel.
Okay.
Um, Obviously this is not need to go replace the text and stuff. But you basically use this a snapshot. You do a course, you could have 5 days or whatever. You want to have 3 days, you remove these two blocks. Or
Okay.
funnel is already built. You just need to plug it into a GHL and change the copy, which we use the software to do all of that. And
Okay.
our AI software that is copywriting. And
Yeah.
then go launch it, something for $97 or whatever, low ticket, get instant.
Okay.
You go and charge them for that. And as soon as someone get in, you give them a call, you book a strategy call with them, and then you close them on a high ticket.
Okay, so don't wait for them to complete the course.
No, of course not. The best time to
Oh,
try to sell someone is just right after they bought it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I would be more comfortable doing.
The only reason you're selling this $97 is just to qualify people. And to be honest, this is not going to make you money. You might be lucky if it's going to cover your advertising costs.
Oh,
So what is
because
going to make
it's
money is a back end behind it, which is the upsell part. So you have to have both right. If you don't have a back end system for the upsell part, then this is going to fail.
mm-hmm. Okay.
That's it. That's how you do it.
Is the price point of $97 you're thinking like too low? Like, I mean, or it doesn't matter as long as I get them on the high end, the
It's
upsell.
not too low. I would even make it, yeah, 97 is good. The lower the better for low ticket. Anything up to $97 better. The reason this guy has a bit more expensive because he's like a celebrity. He's very famous coach.
Oh, okay.
He's got a lot of credibility. But then if you want to launch the webinar funnel, this is our webinar funnel snapshot. You just go and plug it in, all done. All you need to do is just change the text. You use the software to change the text. Takes under a minute to change the text to suit your business. You launch
Okay.
it, Facebook ads done. Just like you have to be quick, Nicole. You have to
Right.
be speed, speed. You want to launch a funnel, launch it next day. Like you're sitting here just strategizing for months. This
I
is a
know.
problem. This is a problem. Like you're too slow.
Like a turtle. I was
Yeah, it's just
trying
like,
different things. That's not working.
yeah, you just be quick. Launch, get help. I do believe in you. And Nicole, I want to make you be successful. And I will feel so guilty if you don't proceed with this because I just gonna see you in a mini mastermind in a month time again and you had no progress.
No, trust me. I work, you don't understand. I work every day in business. I'm just doing the wrong things, and
It's
every
okay.
day I spend hours.
You're a mama. You're trying your best. Remember, it's not hard. It's not easy what you do. You got the small kids. You're gonna have a business. So much going on. Just trust us. Take action, and we'll make it there. Okay?
I'll keep my eyes and ears open, and I'll try to stay up as long as I can. Maybe I'll take a nap and wake up and try to
For
conquer.
you need to have a rest. Yeah, you're a mama. You got kids, so look after
I
yourself.
don't rest.
Number
I don't
one.
rest.
Yeah, number one thing, look after yourself. I do work really hard, but I also look after myself really well too. I eat healthy. I try to get my mindset high. When I have that moment, I step back up very quickly. So try to be stay up because like it's business is difficult, unfortunately. It's very easy to get burned out. But we're here to support you. That's why the community is. We do check in with people. We do provide this mindset session every single week that I have my coaching calls. So kind of like people, you know what I mean? After a while, they kind of rewired the brain. Not just about the tactic, but also about the mindset part of it because it's important.
Oh,
And
definitely.
you don't feel alone. You're in a community that everyone's here to support you, make friendship, especially that we have 4 sessions, 4 mastermind events a year.
Yeah,
Great opportunity to connect with these people, right?
yeah. Oh, I'm just in awe. I'm just so grateful. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Okay.
Okay.
No
Thank you
worries. Thank
again.
you so much. See you soon. Bye.